Okay. Hi, Conston.
Hey, how are you, Steve?
I'm doing much better, I think, this time. The the feed is going. The pictures are moving. I can hear you much better than last time, so that's
Excellent.
probably worked. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on the show.
You're welcome. You say you're from the Dominican Republic. You're
No, I'm not from the Dominican Republic. I'm from the United States. I'm from Michigan, but I'm
r-
currently in the Dominican Republic.
right. Okay. And what's it like over there at the moment?
It's kind of the same as it is in the rest of the world. There's concern. There are social distancing rules. There are hours of operation for current businesses and restricted movement. But other than that, the weather is amazing.
That's great. Yeah,
So,
we've got good weather here in Thailand as well. Obviously, all the restrictions you've talked about, although over here it seems to be a little bit more. Uh, I'm not going to say relaxed. Everyone's getting on with their lives. The essential workers, the markets are open, but yeah, I've been stuck in for 6 weeks, so that's I'm going a bit stir crazy here myself.
I
Um,
understand.
but of course, I've got Netbox Global, the browser, to keep me busy. Um, so, my first question I wanted to ask you, Constant, was how did you find Netbox Global browser?
Yeah, well, my client at the time was a company called Lumias, and they had an application that allowed users to do surveys, and they paid them tokens to do surveys. So on the surveys, some of the surveys would be marketing or promotional based, and someone was marketing the Netbox browser on this survey program. So I went through and I was working for the company doing marketing, but I would also complete the surveys myself to keep informed on what was going on and stay in contact with the users and the clients. So I clicked on one of the links to Netbox Global. I took a look at the project, ended up reading the white paper, downloaded the web browser, and that was at least about a year and a half ago. And I've been
Wow.
using the browser ever since.
Wow, you got in. You probably got in 6 months before me then. I think it was about this time last year that I found Netbox Global. Um, I have a slightly different way. I found it through Discord. Just one of these
Okay.
random Discord spam messages that we receive all the time, and something about this one, just made me download it, and that was about a year ago. Um, what do you like most about Netbox Global, Constant?
Well, that's a really good question. Um, I like the fact that it's really sleek in its design and it's easy to use. So it doesn't have bloatware. There's not. I don't feel like I'm being tracked when I'm on Google Chrome. There's always, if you look in the lower left-hand side, there's always these little messages that are popping up to let you know that there's some type of tracking that's going
Mm,
on. So the first thing I is that it is a web browser in its simplicity and it functions really well as a web browser. There's no delay. If I type in yahoo.com, it immediately goes to Yahoo.
mm.
There's no delay to load up messages for advertisers to track me later or anything like that. So that's the main thing that I like about it. Now, in addition to that, I really like the fact that I can send and receive payments to others.
Mm.
I've got about in my business. There's got about 30 contractors that work for me and with me at at various times, and so I can send these guys a payment, and it will get to them in literally 3 or 4 seconds. So I really like the that it has an electronic wallet as well.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? That's what you were saying before about the privacy. Is the privacy an important? You think that's it's more important than to have that privacy?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We have been kind of conditioned with social media to just kind of give up our information and get nothing back in return except
Sure.
for being able to get back on platforms.
Hmm.
We've been conditioned to when we go into a place, we check in. Okay, I'm in Walmart. I'm at the gas station. And they're using this information for marketing purposes to be able to sell us things later on. So when you put the control back into the user's hand to say, okay, this is my information, and I can use it and provide it to whomever I want. And if you want this information, then you'll have to pay it. You pay me for
Hmm.
that, not Google, but you pay me directly.
Sure.
So that's why I really liked one of your competitors, which is the Brave browser, because they kind of started with that model of turning that model
Yeah.
around. But the thing about the Brave browser is it does not have a wallet where you can directly send and receive payments. Now, they do allow tipping and things like that, but the Netbox browser in its purest form is a web browser, plus it has a wallet that allows you to send and receive payments seamlessly.
No, no, no. I hear what you're saying, and that's interesting because the problem I had with the Brave browser, because obviously I saw that and I was interested in cryptocurrency, it didn't work